Hi, you have reached Graphically Alex, where we discuss all things E followed by letter D, in particular BING. We focus on that one a lot on the channel, but today we are dealing with some zombie outbreak stuff. So Robin has been attacked by a zombie. You know what that means. So basically, Dr. Rachel Milner has made a video response about Robin. So I guess there's a response or there's a backlash or whatever you want to call it. And I want to go ahead and break this down because really on this channel, we're going to look at it from like a zombie warfare place. So when I talk about zombie, I'm talking about somebody within E followed by the letter D that is unaware that they're in the issue or hostile, basically. So either way. So either you're complicit within an E followed by the letter D or you're hostily enforcing one, or you're in combat, basically. So Dr. Rachel, she's very severe. She is a bloater. I like to use the last of the zombies to describe severity. She is a bloater. So, you know, us fireflies, we got to support each other, and we will, and I am supporting Robin. So let's go ahead and react to this. It's going to be so hard for me to just sit and listen to it, but we're going to play the whole thing and then we're going to break it down.
They didn't assume I have high blood pressure because of fat. First of all, I am assuming that you had high blood pressure because you're fat. Because guess what? You are fat. This lady's a doctor, and look at the death in her eyes. She talks like there's nothing behind there. Then I fucking try to lose weight. I'm not doing Peloton to fucking watch a fat woman instruct me. I would have worn, right here, I would have worn Spanx or something to smooth that out. Some high-waisted undies even would have helped. It's fucking words, bitch. Annoying. Okay, bitch, shut up. Comments have been limited. Okay, fuck you.
I came across this YouTube video about me. I guess it was in the winter time, so a few months ago, and I've been sitting with it trying to decide, was I going to talk about it, share it, what am I going to do with it? And I don't know who this person is who made this video. Please don't go watch it. You may be wondering, why are you sharing this during Fat Liberation Month? And here's why I decided to share it. For one, I think that when videos like this exist and there's so much weight stigma in the world, what they want is for fat people to be silenced, to recoil, to pull back, to feel shame and embarrassment, and for their voices, the weight stigma, to get louder, and for fat people to be silenced. And I don't want to participate in that. I don't want for somebody who is this hateful and waste their time making a video like this to have a voice that's louder than mine. Another reason is that there was a time in my life where a video like this would have put me under my covers for a very long time. It's important for me to be able to say that in my healing, that has changed. The impact that this has on me now is drastically different than it would have been years ago. I also want to point out, for people who claim it's just about health, this video is evidence of how it's not about health. If it was just about health, I would not have any YouTube videos made about me. If it was just about health, the amount of anger and rage and hatred that this person who made this video is displaying wouldn't exist. If it was actually about health, then people would address their anti-fat bias because less stigma would actually improve the health of fat people. The last thing that I'll say right now is this video is an important reminder of why fat liberation is so important. We have Fat Liberation Month, but the work on fat liberation needs to be happening every day of the year. Thanks for being here with me today. Again, please, please, please do not go to YouTube and watch any of these videos that have been made about me. They are hurtful. They will be hurtful to you watching them, and there's no reason for us to give them more views.
I am so irritated already. I'm literally like, maybe I should go put on the Georgie jacket instead. I feel like a brat after that. She made me bratified. Hold on. We're doing a costume change. This is big. Okay, we're here. I'm ready to talk. No, I'm just kidding. This is my Britishy Georgie jacket because I feel like a brat now. Okay, if you guys remember Charlie XCX, which you better on my channel. You better remember my bra era. But anyways, if you don't get it, then you will learn. we do eras here. The point is, she irritated the fuck out of me. I was losing my shit listening to her. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not even mad. I'm just like bored out of my mind, irritated as fuck, and just, oh, okay, so let's talk about it. What do people within BINGE do in terms of combat a lot of the time? I have told you guys many times there is a competitive aspect within all of them, but within BINGE, it tends to be about victimhood. So that is what Dr. Rachel is doing. She is painting herself as a complete victim. She's stating, oh my gosh, Robin was just so mean to me. People within E fall by the letter D, they often use meanness as a very big shaming tactic. It's a huge thing for them. It's a huge thing. And I think it has to do with a lot of people within the TR, as I call it the toxic ritualistic, because it is a ritualistic behavior that you do over and over and over again. And it's a toxic one. It's not something passive like lighting incense or lighting a candle or something, right? It's very negative. That's why it is toxic ritualistic. But the point is, a lot of people in the TR, they are competitive in general, or they have issues with anger a lot of the time too. They have issues with competitiveness, with anger. So it becomes warped because it's not allowed to be healthfully expressed. So basically, she tries to weaponize it on Robin by stating Robin is so mean. Robin is so hateful. Robin is so this and that and the other. Because within the zombie horde, those attacks are effective. So what she is actually doing in terms of zombie communication in this video is trying to dissuade anybody from watching Robin ever. Because Robin is too convincing for her. That's what it is. There's a little bit of strategy. Dr. Rachel is a bloater. She's a leader within the zombie horde, right? She's one of the higher ups. So she has a little bit of sway. As you can see right here, Body Image with Brie also liked it. As well as, I don't know, who's this? Somebody else liked it. But, but Brie liked it as well, another bloater. As we know, Miss Angelica is a firefly. But regardless, the point is, she's trying to alert the other bloaters of Robin's existence. And she's trying to dissuade any of the lower zombies from ever listening to her. So she's trying to do this attack on character and also to portray herself as a victim. So the strategic aspect of this is, I'm a bigger victim because I have BINGE and I am fat. So that's one aspect. And two is, Robin is so mean, don't ever listen to her. Because you don't want to be mean like her. Because she's reinforcing to people in the issue. So let's be real about it. Dr. Rachel, let's get that witch hat back out. I'm just going to be switching it up today. We're just going for it. So let's be real, Dr. Rachel. You are not innocent. You are not an innocent person at all. You are pushing people towards their death. You are especially pushing people that are deep within this issue, people that are severe, people that are trying to get help. You're selling a false recovery story because you're not recovered at all. If you were, you would have weight normalized. You didn't. You're not recovered. And she'd be like, that's horrible. You can't say that. I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. Physical evidence of recovery is required within EFAW by the letter D. If you are not able to produce that, if you are not able to show physical recovery, then you are still in the problem. And therefore, you have no authority at all in this space. I don't give a fuck if you're a doctor. I don't care. You don't have any authority because the results are not there. I don't give a fuck about your lies. I don't give a fuck about anything that you have to say because you can't back it up with physical evidence. You are not recovered. I would have a lot less to say, and I'm sure Robin would have a lot less to say if you were not stating things publicly all the time with this credential, acting as if you have recovered. You're muddying the issue. You're making it worse. We have a right to criticize you. Robin has a right to criticize you. It is a health risk to the public, to the collective, for you to do what you're doing. Therefore, you have a right to be criticized for what you're doing. And Robin can be criticized too, but she can also be defended and supported. So it is what it is. You're not a victim, Dr. Rachel. I am not fooled at all. Not even a single second. Not even a single second am I convinced that you're a victim. You're not. Not at all. Robin is trying to help people. Robin is trying to encourage people to do better, to not give up. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and break it down piece by piece.
They didn't assume I have high blood pressure because of fat. First of all, I am assuming that you have high blood pressure because you're fat. Because guess what? You are fat.
They highlight that. Hold on. Let me switch back to Rat. Because when Robin's on screen, I'm pacified when she's on screen. So why is Robin saying that? Robin is saying that basically as there's physical evidence that you likely have high blood pressure because you are obese. Obesity is highly correlated with high blood pressure. It's usually one of the first things to happen, actually. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But mostly it's just very stressful to the body to be that size. And when you are stressed, your blood pressure goes up. Now, I'm sure Dr. Rachel would say something like, it's because of stigma and da-da-da-da-da. No, it's because of your physical shape. It's because of your physical shape. It's because you are overweight. That is why. It is a physically stressful thing. Do you think that thin people never have stigma? Do you think so? Do you think stigma is only reserved for obese individuals? No. Do you think that stigma is the only cause of high blood pressure? No, it's not. So I'm gonna need a little more than that. A little more than that from you, Dr. Rachel. If you were to say that, which I'm sure she would. But regardless, that is why Robin is saying that. You look like you have high blood pressure. I'm going to assume that you do. Now, in terms of haze and all that crap, which not a fan of it at all on the channel, I do not believe that it is E followed by letter D recovery whatsoever. It's not. But if we're looking at it within a haze context, she's basically showing that Robin is not haze, which she's not. Why would she be? But that doesn't make her an evil, horrible person because she doesn't subscribe to haze. Haze is not a moralistic argument. It's not something that you can judge people on if they believe in it or not. That is so stupid. Absolutely dumb. And it's very judgmental and stigmatizing, Dr. Rachel. Are you stigmatizing Robin because you're trying to shame her for not believing in haze? That seems pretty stigmatizing to me. They don't actually care about stigma. They care about being in control. That's something you need to understand about E followed by letter D people. They want to be in control. And that's basically what she's doing. She's trying to control the greater horde and keep them away from Robin. That's why. That's what she's doing with this. And also, is it not super obvious that these are all edited clips out of context and just all weird? Like, it might work on a zombie, but I think for most people, maybe not all, but I think there are hopefully enough people in the world that have critical thought and can see that these are all spliced. Very butcheredly, might I say, Dr. Rachel. And what the hell is this weird format of video for Instagram? It's really weird. There's all these bars and stuff. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm the queen of technology. I'm not. But it's like, damn, that is botched.
Lady's a doctor, and look at the death in her eyes.
Why are you going to post a self-own, Dr. Rachel? The death is there. I usually talk about how you can barely breathe when you're talking because you're so anxious, because you're not recovered at all. You're so anxious. You only talk about this stuff to trigger yourself so that you'll engage in the behaviors more. Like body obsession, binge, and being overly reductive. So you talk about this so you can be in the issue deeper. That's all. You can tell because you're so triggered. I'm not triggered. I'm recovered, so I don't get triggered talking about this. This is like talking about the color blue or something. It's like, oh yeah. That's about how anxious I am to talk about this. I'm talking about the color blue. Okay? Like, it doesn't fucking matter to me because I'm not anxious. Like, it doesn't trigger me at all. I'm pissed, but you ain't special for that, Dr. Rachel. I get pissed a lot. That doesn't really mean anything. So I just need people to understand that. I'm just a very emotional person, and I am a bit hot-headed, to be honest. I have been pretty much forever, especially if you're coming after my friend and you're doing some bullshit. Then yeah, I'm going to be a bit pissed.
She talks like there's nothing behind there. Then I fucking try to
True. It's facts.
lose weight. I'm not doing Peloton to fucking watch a fat woman instruct me. I would have worn right here.
That's her opinion. She doesn't want to watch a fat woman instructor. She doesn't have to want that. Are you... I don't know. It is what it is.
I would have worn Spanx or something to smooth.
So she does talk about people's fashion and stuff, and honestly, if that's what Robin wants to wear, that's what Robin wants to wear. I don't really police that kind of stuff on my channel. Or I don't really talk about it that much unless if it's just really, really, really bad, which it does happen sometimes where the fashion is just so atrocious that even I have to say something. But again, I will talk about Olivia Rodrigo's fashion sense and Taylor Swift's fashion sense until the cows come home. I think that they both struggled a lot and they're both quite thin. So it's not really a fat or thin issue. It's a you can't dress issue, which I don't know. To me, the outfit is very blah. It's just like, okay, whatever. Like, that's basically how I feel about it. It's just very mid. But Robin's like, no, she doesn't like it. She wants to critique it. Okay.
Move that out. Some high-waisted undies even would have helped. This
Probably would have. There's probably a lot of people that would have agreed with Robin. You know, I can understand why she said it, but my opinion of the outfit is it's just not that great of an outfit. It's something that it's like I would literally look away from it, or I wouldn't look at it. Not out of like, oh my God, it's so disgusting. Not like that, but just like, it's so boring. I'm going to look at something more interesting, or I'm just going to like, you know. So it's not atrocious to me, but it's not great. It isn't good. It's just like, meh.
it's fucking words, bitch. Annoying. Okay, bitch, shut up. Comments have been limited. Okay,
I came across
Ooh. Robin cuss. That means she's mean. Oh my gosh. Did you guys know there's a study that people who cuss, they're actually more honest?
this YouTube video about me. I guess it was in the winter time, so if you
Oh God. Ugh. I'm like, ooh, am I a brat? Am I a witch? I don't know. Ooh, Rachel.
few months ago, and I've been sitting with it trying to decide, was I going to talk about it, share
So
it?
this was an extremely calculated video, and it is a horrible video. I'm going to tell you right now, Rachel, I did not plan anything for this video at all. This is all totally off the cuff. This is your best effort, Rachel. Okay. You really sat and thought about it. It's like, okay, so you're telling me that you were calculated in this attempt at a takedown of somebody, which, sure, it's a response. You have a right to respond. But then you're no longer a victim. See how that works? You're not a victim if you fight back. And that's fine. I love that for you. I love that you're not a victim, Rachel. I love that you're not.
What am I going to do with it? And I don't know who this person is who made
I don't know who this person is.
this video. Please don't go watch it. You may be wondering, why
I wonder if it's reverse psychology.
are you sharing this during Fat Liberation Month? And here's why I decided to share it. For one, I think that when videos like this exist and there's so much weight stigma in the world, what they want is for fat people to be silenced.
No, what you want. See, this is where they get to the projection aspect, because she's not healthy in her brain. She's fried. She has E followed by the letter D, brain fry. That's what she has going on. So a lot of times when zombies attack, they start to project their own thing onto you because they lack empathy. Dr. Rachel lacks empathy, which I love to point that out because it pisses them off so much. Why? Because it's true. So she doesn't have any empathy. So she's like, oh, well, they're just doing this because of insert reason that I would do it.
Recoil, to pull back, to feel shame. And
So she's posting this to silence Robin. That's why she's doing it. Robin is not necessarily, I don't think Robin is necessarily trying to silence Rachel. I don't care about silencing you either, Rachel, because I will use your bullshit to show people about E followed by the letter D every damn day. Because the fact is, like, again, I am healed. So I understand that people are still going to be in this issue, even if I fight it every day as an activist. It doesn't matter. Some people will still succumb. But all I can do is try to use that to show people and teach them about it. I want to increase awareness of the issue to the public and also to people who are trying to get out. I want people to understand what will happen if a zombie attacks. So they tend to go for your reputation, and they tend to go to try to silence you. They try to go for controlling you, controlling your opinions, controlling your words, controlling your actions, all of that. That's what they want to do because it is an issue centered around control. And you need to understand that if you don't understand it.
an embarrassment, and for their voices, the weight stigma, to get louder, and for fat people to be silenced.
So again, it's a complete projection. She wants Robin's voice to be silenced so that she can have her bullshit. I just karate chopped this. So she can have her bullshit be thrown out there, basically, without any opposition at all. That's what she wants. I don't care for her to be silenced. I don't. But if I outlast her, if there was some like with the Fab Fatties, I basically took apart and shutting them down because I just was incessant. I was just an incessant bitch. And that's what happens sometimes. And my friend Lisa was also a part of that. And they couldn't handle the scrutiny, and they couldn't handle it because we were pointing out that they are an E followed by letter D. They didn't like that. So it's like, yeah. And, you know, you are too, Rachel. You have very delusional beliefs about weight. You have very delusional beliefs about health, and you are trying to spread those. So we have a problem, don't we?
And I don't want to participate in that. I don't want for somebody who is this hateful and waste their time making it.
Robin is not hateful. And as far as if it's wasting her time or not, that's up to Robin. It's up to if it's worth it for her.
A video like this to have a voice that's louder than mine. Another reason is that there was a
So you don't get to tell somebody if they're wasting their time. That's controlling again. You're trying to like put thoughts in Robin's head. It's odd. It's controlling. Ugh. It's making me feel bratty again. Let's switch back. I don't care. We're switching it up today. Because I don't give a fuck today.
time in my life where a video like this would have put me under my covers for a very long time. It's important
Poor baby.
for me to be able to say that in my healing, that has changed. The impact that this...
What healing? I would say in your descent into further depths. It sounds like before you had a soul, and maybe you would have actually felt somewhat guilty for what you're doing. And now you're just numb. It's like, ooh. Maybe before you could have been reasoned with. Maybe before you could have understood that what you're doing is wrong, or at least ill-informed or misleading, or, you know, just incorrect. Maybe back then you had more of a brain and you would have been like, oh crap, I'm actually wrong. Damn, she got me. But now, brain fry, emotionally numb, no empathy, nothing. That's what I hear. I just hear the anhedonic silence of E followed by letter D. That's all you got going on. And you're just on path to continue your problem to the death. It's basically what you're doing. And you want to drag as many people down with you as you can. To which I say, hell no. Hell no. I'm going to at least oppose it. I have zero shame about it. I'm sure Robin has zero shame about it. Why would anybody be ashamed of opposing somebody encouraging others to their death? Gosh, I'd have a harder time sleeping at night if I was doing what you're doing.
has on me now is drastically different than it would have been years ago. I also want
Dead inside.
to point out, for people who claim it's just about health, this video...
It is. It's about a lot of things, to be honest. But it is about health, primarily.
is evidence of how
It's not, though. It's not, because you spliced it. So, yeah. If I just edit a bunch of words that you've said and make it say something, is that evidence? It's not very good evidence. It's kind of shitty evidence. But whatever. Okay.
about health. If it was just about health, I would not have any YouTube videos made about me. If it was just about
No, because you make false health claims all the time. So you absolutely are and will be talked about. Well, are being talked about. Will be talked about.
health, the amount of anger and rage and hatred
She's not that angry. I'm more angry than Robin. Gosh. She is not even angry. Gosh, you guys don't even know anger. She can't read emotions. She can't. I'm telling you guys. Zero empathy. Zero. I need you to see that. She doesn't have any empathy. Robin wasn't even mad. Jeez.
that this person who made this video is displaying would
What hatred? What anger? There's none. There's none in the room. It's criticism. It's like kind of a light criticism even. Like just saying, oh, this outfit could have been better. I mean, gosh, it's not like, I feel like I'm doing a lot more. Puts you that way. But it's like, my gosh, get a grip, Rachel. This isn't even that convincing. I mean, you're certainly not convincing anybody outside of the TR. Maybe people in it. Maybe it is to people severe. But it's like, because she said you should have worn Spanx. Big whoop.
wouldn't exist. If it was actually about health, then people would address their anti-fat bias because less stigma would actually improve the health of
It doesn't, though, for a lot of different reasons. And I'm not even saying like stigma is such a great thing. I don't think it is, but it doesn't matter if you're stigmatized or not. If you are obese, you will have health consequences from it. It's not based on stigma. It's not based on judgment. Your health isn't based on criticism. Your health in terms of weight is based upon your weight. If it's too high or too low, it's a problem. It has nothing to do with stigma. You could be alone in a room by yourself and you're still going to have health issues. It has nothing to do with stigma. Gosh, especially when your stupid ass logic is carried. No, I'm starting to get witchy again. Hold on. The mood is changing. Especially when your stupid ass logic gets carried to people that are super morbidly obese, people that are 300, 400, 500, 600 pounds. You really think that stigma is the only thing causing a health issue? Are you fucking for real? Are you fucking kidding me? No. No.
Of fat people. The last thing that I'll say right now is this video is an important reminder of why fat liberation is so important. We have Fat Liberation Month, but the work on fat liberation needs to be happening every day of the year. Thanks for being here with me today. Again, please.
That was a really weak pitch, just for the record. I'm like, the importance of showing that it's important, okay?
Please do not go to YouTube and watch any of these videos that have been made about me. They are hurtful.
You're not going to control your narrative. I'm sorry. It's a little bit delulu. I get it. I get it. I do. I understand. There's a TR drive to control your reputation. And oftentimes, when you feel attacked, you try to attack somebody else's reputation within the issue. I understand that. But the fact is, your reputation is shitty for a reason. In your case, I think it's valid because you are deep within EFAW by the letter D. I don't think that that's something we should support as a collective, as a society. The points you say are not true. You are at best a snake oil salesman, and at worst, somebody deep within an issue trying to drag other people down outright, which I would lean on that side, to be honest. But two things can be true at once.
They will be hurtful to you watching them, and
I think it's a lot more hurtful to encourage people to their death.
There's no reason for us to give them more views.
Okay, well, that's a weird self-own because you gave her a view, so it doesn't make sense. But it shows the lack of logic that she has. But anyways, what else do I have to say? I don't know. Hold on. When it comes to zombie combat, you have to remember that it's based upon nothing, essentially. They will try to use your reputation. They will try to say that you are mean. They will try to victimize themselves. That's what they will try to do. And I'm so interested to see how Robin handles it. I am going to be waiting for Robin's video response. She already knows. I've already told her. I am waiting with bated breath. But I hope that you guys don't get too scared of zombie combat. It's not... I mean, I am very experienced with it at this point, but let me tell you, it's not that hard. Usually, if you're talking to somebody who's not as vicious and horrible and just dead inside and no empathy as Dr. Rachel, you'll be able to just state a point and say, that's not true. And they don't know what to do when you just don't agree with them. They usually don't have anything because it's not real. And I would just very lightly be like, that's not true. And you can keep the emotion very cool because at the very least, you don't want them coming to you for reinforcement. And I understand not everybody is prepared to fight this kind of stuff all the time. But if you are inspired to do so, then definitely subscribe to the channel. I do my best to lay out the battlefront. I have a video in my description called The State of War with an Anti-Fat Acceptance, where I talk all about the EFA by letter D /TR zombie horde and how they work together. and all that stuff. So definitely check that out and stay subscribed to the channel and get subscribed and become a part of this. Become a firefly. Become a part of the movement in general. But we talk a lot about strategies and stuff here, and this is an activistic channel. So we get real here. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you so much to Robin. Thank you. Everybody thank Robin. Everybody thank Robin. Thank you, Robin. It was beautiful. It really was. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.